Thank you for being here at our Wellness Hub. My name is Monica Campana, and today we have a wonderful guest. Her name is Lisa Swift, and she is a health coach who's living in Alabama, but she's from Connecticut. She always tells me, but I'm from Connecticut. And she's going to tell us a little bit about her story. What did she do in the past, and what is she doing now to help people? Lisa, thank you for being here. The floor is yours.
Well, thank you so much, Monica. I so appreciate you on this platform. This is just amazing. So I'll start back, way back when I was a child. I was sick a lot. In my 20s, I had my tonsils taken out, always had throat infections, went into sinus infections, things like that. So I was always sick. I didn't know why. Now I know why. So in my 20s, I began working at a pharmaceutical company, which was great. I mean, we definitely need pharmaceuticals. There's a place for them, but I also know that food is medicine, and that we can now I know that we can completely change our health with the right food, right? Food is medicine. What is Hippocrates said that many, many years ago. So
thousands of years ago.
And so and I've seen over the past 12 years since I've been on this journey, the difference that good food and good nutrition makes in one's body. Their cellular health completely changes. And that's what we want. We want really healthy cells, because our cells change every 4 months. And so you always have a shot. You always can get healthier, right? So my 20s, yeah. So I did that. It was a great job. I would show people how to demonstrate inhalers, and I was a media planner. It was fun. And that was what I knew. And so then after being, in and out of, I went to a naturopath, things like that, to try to figure out why I was getting all these sinus infections. What I realized is that I wasn't getting the proper nutrition. I was definitely not getting enough fruits and vegetables. And that's what made the big difference for me.
You were not eating enough fruits and vegetables for many years.
Not. Probably my whole life. Like today, just because of, we'll go over that, but just because of the toxins in the world today and what we're faced with, we're getting hit with so many more damp free radical hits, which is oxidizing our body, which is aging our body. So I wish I had known more back then. I was that mom in my 30s that bought Coke for my husband. He was brought up in the South. I didn't eat fried chicken. I never ate any of that kind of food because I wasn't raised like that. But I saw what he ate. And so I saw a correlation. So I wanted to get, when I found this community, this product that helped me and my family get more nutrition in, I learned, wow, what a difference, what I did not know. I would buy Oreos once in a while for my kids. They'll tell you mac and cheese, Kraft macaroni and cheese. Now I know all this stuff is not good for our children. And so I'm trying to pay it forward now to help others to learn and to get more educated onto making some simple changes that make huge health benefits that, can add up to huge benefits for your health. So that is my goal, because our babies today are born with 200 toxins in their umbilical cord. We need to do better. There is so much wrong right now in our environment and our, just look in the stores. What is on the shelves, the end caps? It's all junk food. It's really, it's a shame.
All packaged. Yes. Yeah.
And they get paid a lot for that, to put those on there. And it's really a shame. So that's what they're educating our kids on. So we need to be our own advocates, and we need to do better to help people to understand. So I love to do like pantry makeovers, grocery store tours, things like that. Because people think, oh, I don't know if I could eat that. I don't know if I could give up that. But you could. People, it just takes time, but it can happen. Absolutely, it can happen.
And you need to acknowledge the fact that this is not good for you, or this is better than what you're eating, and make that shift in your brain. So now, in the meantime, you also have, you went to IIN, right?
I did. So
when did you go? Did you go before? I mean, during this?
I went right like 4 years later, when I learned so much that I thought, I want to go back and just get certified so that I can help more people. because I wanted to learn more. After my in-laws passed away from cancer, I saw there was that huge correlation between nutrition and disease. So I saw how devastated my kids were, rolled up in a ball crying when they died. They were in their early 70s. That's too young today. It's unacceptable. And so I was like,
They didn't eat well.
no, they did not eat. I never really saw that many fruits and vegetables. And if they did have broccoli, you know, there was Cheese Whiz on it and things like that. So, and they drank Coke and they ate fried foods. Okay. So this is why this became like my calling now, to help people live longer and feel good. You know, we can live to 100. In the blue zone areas, they do live to 100. Community, healthy food, exercise, things like that. It's not rocket science. It's just that people need to get that motivation to do that and take care of their health so that they can pass it on to the future generations. Because the sad part is 500,000 people died of COVID, right? But almost 700,000 people die a year of heart disease, which is 80% preventable. That should be a pandemic.
Exactly.
That's a huge number of people every year.
Exactly. But I think a lot, the fault is also, you know, in the media that has been feeding us all this information about, you know, hamburgers, and, you know, it started many years ago. And I think also this pandemic has helped a lot of people really shift and understand what is good for their health, and, you know, what they eat and how they eat. But, you know, if you turn on this TV, we still have, you know, hamburgers and French fries and sodas.
Oh.
But slowly, I think that it's a revolution. It's a revolution of, you know, health, and we are taking control of that. So that's
Healthy back.
amazing what you're doing.
We're trying to help people take healthy back here and create this healthy living revolution. That's right.
Yeah.
That's
And
right.
so
it's
you
really
have,
important because
so
you look on it.
Yeah, you have courses, you have classes, you have groups that you're offering.
We do. We have some fun. We have a One Simple Change. We have a Facebook page. We have a program every month where we eliminate toxins and eat clean. And that's once every month for 10 days. Because the bottom line is, Monica, like, the things that are harming us are the preservatives, the pesticides in our food. Natural flavorings could be MSG, which is a neurotoxin. So you always have to read labels. Just because it says natural does not mean it's natural. Turn it over and see the back. Everything's genetically modified today. So you have to get non-GMO verified project. Make sure you have that. Your kids and yourself are eating that. Trans fats, high fructose corn syrup punches holes in our gut lining. And if we can keep our gut microbiome healthy, we will be healthy. We will prevent a lot of autoimmune diseases, cancers, mental health problems, everything, if you can fix your gut. Artificial colorings are happening in all the foods, like the processed foods and growth hormones and all the milks. So, and milk actually detracts from your bones, from your bone health. So, you know, I go dairy free, and I do recommend that for people. And when you have cancer, that's one of the things they tell you, to go dairy free.
Yes, I forgot to mention, you specialize in gut health.
Yes, I'm going back to IIN to get another gut health certificate, because I feel like that is the key now. They're finding that is the key to your good long-term health, your gut, because 90% of the serotonin is in your gut, and 70 to 80% of the immune system is in our gut lining. So it's really important to keep that healthy. And right from the start, if a mother gives birth and she has a C-section, the baby's not getting all that probiotic. So there's things they can do now to get the swab to wipe that on the baby, versus a vaginal birth. The babies are already getting all of that good stuff when they come out. So right from the start, we have to start doing this when babies, when they're babies. And then we can have these future generations will be so much healthier. And that's what we want. Today, it's kind of scary. Like, how many cancer hospitals did not exist for children way back when, and now they're on every corner.
I know. This is heartbreaking and kind of unacceptable. And you need to take care of yourself before, like when you're pregnant, before you have the baby, because the baby will absorb what you have in your
everything.
Yes.
So I tell, so for some of the things for the toxins, environmental toxins are Lead, look for lead. It's even in your water. So I have a Berkey water filter. It filters out all my fluoride and any contaminants. And even in rice and apple juice and stuff, they're finding the dioxane. So it's always best to eat organic. The BPA that helps can damage your fertility, and that's on the infertility. It's huge now. How many people are doing IVF? So BPA is one to look for. Flame retardants. I just recently found out. I was looking at my bed a few months ago, and I saw probably about 6 months. It has added flame retardants. I almost had a heart attack. So I went out and I bought like a Austin air filter to filter out the VOCs from that. It's damaging. So I want to get rid of it. I just have to talk my husband into it. So flame retardants too, they're bad. So that's why, make sure the dust is dusted in your room, and the air filters help with that. And then everyone knows about the Roundup that's sprayed on all of our food. And that's in our water supply. It's sprayed in the ground. So if people can go more organic with their pesticides, that's what we need to do. Roundup it's not safe. And, there's been lawsuits with the Roundup for lymphoma. And then phthalates, what people don't know, and pregnant moms are probably putting perfume on. Anything that says fragrance or parfum is a toxin. Those are phthalates, and they're getting into your bloodstream. So you can use essential oils. You can use other nice things that you can use instead of a perfume or fragrance. It's in everything.
Always read your labels.
Always read your labels, because it's very important to do that. But some people just don't know. They don't know what even a phthalate is. But if it says parfum/fragrance, chances are, yes. I'm allergic, so I know right away. I can take a tiny sniff and I feel it in my chest. So I can't do any kind of fragrance.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's got to be natural.
That's amazing. And so Lisa, how can people find you through your, what's the best way to contact you?
So I'm Lisa Albano Swift on Facebook, and I'm Lisa Swift 23 on Instagram.
Okay, and that's the best way to contact Lisa. She is, very knowledgeable about, especially the gut health, and she's going to take you to another level of, nutrition, and so that your health will be improved, right? And Lisa, any other tips? Any tips that you have for people right now who don't know where to start, and they know that they're not eating healthy, but what can they do?
So what I would say is, add in that extra glass or two of water every day. Get in an extra 10-minute walk if you're doing nothing. You can do some exercise, snacking. Just do every hour, get up and do something, walk around. Add in at least 2 to 3 more vegetables every day, if you can, if possible. That would be amazing. The more plant-based you are, the healthier you will be. So if you can add those in your smoothies, that's what I do. I put spinach, chia, flax. Flax prevents breast cancer every morning in my smoothie, and lots of spinach, because you can't taste it. I know I love spinach, but a lot of people don't. So you put that in your smoothie and get going, and just try to add in those plant nutrients every day. And what else?
And also these little things that I actually give to my son, and because he doesn't eat any vegetables or any fruits, and I know he's losing vitamins, so I have been giving him this they're like little, natural pills with, everything is natural and is divided into different, fruits and berries and vegetables, and you provide people with these type of products. So it's very important. It's very important that, that especially whoever cannot eat for some reason vegetables or fruits, or some kids are just, against the taste, the flavor. I don't know what it is specifically with my son, but it's very important that they take them, right, Lisa?
I do, absolutely, especially for children. Yeah. And I can definitely help people with that. And children actually are free. So it's a wonderful way
to start. Yes, to start.
It is to get, and then kids start craving more fruits and vegetables. And that's what we want. We want them to eat half their plate at least with fruits and vegetables. And we all know most people don't do that. It's very hard. Only 11% of Americans get the recommended amount. of fruits and vegetables. That's it.
I
We have
didn't
a
know that
huge
number.
deficit and a solution. Yes.
Wow.
So, and then also I would say, if eliminate the gluten if you can, if you feel like you're sensitive to that, and most of it is sprayed. Lower your sugar. Try to give up sugar. Not all of it. It's very hard. It's in everything. It's in your ketchup. It's in everything. But just be more aware of the things that read your sugar labels. And if it's got fiber in it, that's great because it's going to release slowly through your bloodstream, which is what you want. And when I start my day with a smoothie, it's got high fiber and some sugar, but that's okay because it's going to release slowly, so you don't get that sugar spike, and then you don't crave sugar all day. So that's just one tip, is to start your day with some good amount of fiber as well. And yeah, and it makes a big difference. It makes a huge difference.
Wow. Well, thank you so much, Lisa, for making the world healthier, one person
Well,
at a
thank
time.
you.
And
You are
I hope
too.
to see you. I hope to see you soon. And
Absolutely.
I want to know more about your journey. And thank you so much, and thank you everyone for being here. And until next time, Mwah. Ciao everyone.
Ciao.